Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to another video. Got a restaurant challenge for you today. This one actually took place the morning. Yes, it's an ice cream challenge, but it was the morning after the West Virginia pepperoni roll eating contest that was in the video I posted last week. This is in Morgantown, West Virginia, which was, since in the area. It's at Morgan's High Street Diner, and actually a pretty cool place. Kind of like a retro vibe, a lot of classic music, old pictures on the wall, that kind of thing. But there's a couple people, eaters, that have done this challenge. I know Darren Eats has done it, and Ramsey Hilton as well, and probably a couple others. I think Randy too. But it's a 15 scoop sundae with some strawberries, cherries, whipped cream, obviously, and a big Belgian waffle at the bottom, which was, I think, my favorite part, just because waffles are just pancakes with abs, and as we all know, pancakes are the best. So, but for this challenge, you actually have a very short timer. It's only 10 minutes, which isn't too bad for this size challenge. I don't know what the weight is. I usually don't care about that kind of thing, but it's a decent size. 15 scoops are not huge, but not nothing too crazy. But the timer is quick, so you got to eat fast. You can see here. I went with a cup of coffee, try and keep the brain freeze from hitting too hard. But your mouth does get pretty cold. This wasn't wasn't the worst ice cream challenge I've ever done. I think the Comfy Cow down in Louisville takes that one, just because it was such a much larger amount of ice cream. There were a lot of toppings, so the sugar was really bad on that one, and I didn't plan ahead. The weather on that day for that challenge was actually fairly cold, and by the time I left, I think it was raining too. I was just miserable, shivering, about gave myself hypothermia, and so I tried to avoid that here. Wasn't quite sure how bad the cold would get. So as you can see, even though it's just a couple weeks ago and it was fairly warm that day outside, I had on my hoodie and a hat and long pants, just to try and keep myself warm. And I think I succeeded fairly well with that. Didn't really get too cold or shivering afterwards. I actually felt really good. We've been doing a lot of training lately. Kind of my history with food challenges has always just kind of been doing the ones that I'm fairly confident in, and being able to just kind of do them naturally, I guess, as it were. I haven't really ever focused too much on capacity training or really trying to push anything, but some of you might know now that I've kind of gotten into more of the competitive things, actually, and qualifying for Nathan's in July, and that really trying to work on that kind of in the last recent months or so. And I think there's been a good amount of initial progress. Obviously this isn't a very large challenge, and it's mostly a liquid stuff, but this and the Denver challenges that I did in the couple weeks prior all seem to be a lot easier for me than I would have expected them to be in the past. So I can definitely feel there's some progress there. It's definitely something I have to work on. Obviously, I'm still kind of new to it, and food challenges in restaurants are one thing, but the level of the competitors that I'm going against now is a lot higher, and really forcing me to push up my game. Honestly, I think competitive eating is always just going to be a really fun hobby for me. I don't ever expect to be on some of these guys' level, and I'm just kind of happy to be a part of the show, as it were, at this point. But I am a fairly competitive person and I want to do well. So I'm just looking to go out there and have fun, and I want to be able to compete at a level that I feel is worthy of being up there at the time too. So I'm gonna at least take it somewhat seriously. But anyway, challenge here is wrapping up. Just getting the last couple bites in, and I think I ended up with like a time of like 6 minutes and 40 some seconds. Not top speed. Did kind of want to enjoy the ice cream a little bit after having all those kind of salty pepperoni rolls the night before. So this was a little bit of a fun treat. But I don't know if I'm going to have many more restaurant challenges in the near future. Right, like I said, and right now I'm kind of focused on training for the 4th. But I might have a couple of eating things worth posting here kind of as they come in. So definitely if you're kind of interested in that and want to see more comment, and I'm always trying to improve the channel. Sorry about the profile filming on this one, by the way. It won't happen again. But if you like what you see and or you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them in the description, and subscribe. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.